So it's been about 2-3 days. I've been trying to draft my own tier list, right? While I was drafting a tier list, I was looking around to see some community tier lists and see how players have been sort of rating characters, correct? And today, I wanted to, before uploading my tier list, show you about a bit of the community sentiment regarding characters to get an idea for what players are thinking these characters are. Remember, this game is still early, right? As we take more time and test more characters and learn more things, we're obviously going to get a better idea for how things are placed and how characters turn out. Remember, no one's perfect, and we're not going to always get the best idea just yet. It will take some time, and every player also has different testing depending on dupes, depending on everything. So remember, all those things are the big sort of factors for this entire tier list, right? So again, first community tier list. In 2 days, I'll be uploading my own tier list about how I rank characters and such after testing and talking to a bunch of people. So yeah, I'm spending more time on the video before I get it out. So yeah, let's jump into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. First things first, community tier lists. Let's see what they're cooking up with SSR characters. Also, by the way, we're super close to 3K subs. So if you'd like to subscribe, it means a lot to me. Also, we're planning something very cool very soon. So again, I've opened up 5 different tier lists that I want to show you that sort of were like in a way cooking, correct? Sort of in a way cooking. That is why I went for it. Again, it depends on a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things that where like some characters with dupes are very good. And some characters without dupes, you know, sort of don't do the best. Some characters with a proper build do very good. It's all situational, so remember that at the end of the day, that's basically how it's going to go. And everyone, again, is going to test in a different way, right? There's a pay-to-win testing aspect. There's a free-to-play testing aspect. That's always going to happen with these type of things. So again, every testing is different. So again, keep that in mind. So we'll go through, we'll work our way right to left, and then we'll talk about all the tier lists, and I'll give you my opinion on everything here. What I can tell you is this: in a lot of the tier lists that I've checked out, the one character that gets like rated poorly always is this guy, and he's actually very good, right? I was able to test with him and like check it out on like an account that basically built him perfectly, and he is a very deadly character, right? You want to mainly use him for his debuff effect, and he does good, and I don't know why, but he is rated very poorly. I've seen people put him on like C tier, B tier. I would say, like, if you were to say the aspect of SS and then S, I would say you could probably rate him no lower than S. He is a very powerful character, but a lot of players, I don't know if they get that yet or they've tested him yet, but genuinely, he does very good, correct? So don't know why a lot of tier lists do rate him low, but we'll start with the SSR tier list and again work our way left. So how this SSR tier list puts everything is, we'll work our way from the bottom to the top. This is C tier. Is that true? Yeah, 100%. Why? He's not that good. When you actually use him, you'll kind of see that he doesn't really provide so much to the battlefield. Yeah, you get his weapon for free and everything, which is cool and all, but he's just not a good character. Whenever I use him also, his range is just so piss poor, where you're just consistently missing so many hits. Like when he tags in, he doesn't do anything because the range is so, again, abysmal, where it's not that good. For example, like I don't know why it's just like the hitbox of the character. This character performs much better, and it's the same brawler type. It's just something's wrong with this character. It just doesn't work. And then whatever he brings to the battlefield also, it just isn't good. It really isn't good for what his passes are and everything. It's just, I don't know, right? He is a win character, and really you don't have that many good win characters per se. Up and coming, by the way, that'll change, right? Make that clear. But yeah, I don't know. The SR character, that's a win character, outperforms heavily, right? For both support reasons and other reasons. For what he is as a character, I'm sorry to my boy, but it didn't work out. I don't think that he's actually a pretty solid character. So we'll go with that. Over here we have this one. I sort of, in the aspect of this tier list, like if you were to rank them, correct, I do agree that he's kind of like the lesser one. I did pull him on one of my accounts, and I just, again, for what he is, he does provide a decent amount to the team, but it's like he does get kind of outshined like hardcore by so many other characters. So sadly that is the case. For this one over here, I'm shocked because a lot of players value him very high. So seeing him over here, like, oh, over here you kind of see his S tier, right? Over here you kind of see his A tier, and over here you see he's A tier. Here, putting him basically B tier. Don't know if I fully agree with that one. I will say this. So if I were to like reorganize this list in a way, correct, in my own way, I would move Choi up. I'd drop her a little bit, correct? I would definitely put Bora in front of her up here, and then I'd put him in front of her, and then him on like the last tier here, correct? That's kind of how I would do it, right? So I think that she is still better than Choi just because for whatever reasons, Cerberus and other content, she is a very good character, and if you know how to play her, oh my god, you're gonna actually excel. So I definitely move Choi up there. I'll be like second on Choi, but for like Bora over here, like she has to go up, dude. She has to go up. Over here, he has to go up. And even this, I'd move everything up by a notch, right? I'd just remove the whole aspect of C tier, keep it like that, where it's like move it up B tier, or I actually retract that, right? It's just for what it is, they all deserve to be on their own tier in a way, right? But if you're not going to make their own tier, I would probably how can I do this, dude? I don't know. So what I would do is I'd swap Choi in. So if you were to remain this at the same tier list like SAB, right? So I'd move Choi here, I'd drop her, and I move Bora up, and then I leave him at the front of A tier, her down here, and him here. That's what I would do. Correct? I still stand that he's a really good character for tanking and everything, and he does bring a lot to the field also. It's just, I don't know. For me, the characters that on my account, which I've built up a lot of characters, the ones that shine for me are these three. These three are like my god tier trio characters. I love them so much, and I will say, and I will like die by this, they are very good. Like they are like the perfect three. They really are the perfect three. And I would again kind of swap him up. I don't know. He's not bad. I've seen a lot of people kind of build him properly and get him cooking there. But we'll hop to this one over here. SR characters, in my opinion, they're rating this very badly. Oh, they're not even rating it. Oh, they are putting her here. I would say if you were to say like in this tier list aspect, this character and this character are like the two shining SRs, and this one over here being like the close runner-up. Those three are like the best SRs in my opinion, correct? So if you were to look at like, hey, Gogo, who's the best SRs? It's definitely her. So not in the order, but so let me do this. In my order, it's her, him, her. Correct? That's my order of best SRs, right? I've seen people say that he's better, but for what she brings to the field, it's so much better than what he can bring, correct? Because you can get kind of what he offers from other characters per se. That is there. For example, again, a lot of players also rate him low. I've seen him get rated pretty low on a lot of tier lists, being again like on the ranking, correct? But he is good. He doesn't crit, but the whole point of him is to kind of apply those debuffs, right? Burns, and then when he attacks, he just deals so much damage. Again, he's not a crit-based character, right? So the whole point of building him is a little bit different than other characters because again, crit is like a big part of the game. So for him, it's not. He doesn't want crit. He doesn't like crit. He hates crit because he doesn't crit, correct? Whole point of him is just to do some base damage, and he does a lot when used and kind of maxed out and teamed up with his weapon, by the way, right? He's a very good character. With Dooms, by the way, this character excels. What can I check what his passives are? So increases. So if you max dupe him, correct, you're getting increased threefold during the duration of Ultimate Hunter, and skill is changed to Mega Crafter or Crater. Sorry, Crafter. And, increase the user's attack by 8% for 2 dupes. For 3 dupes, it increases the damage of End of Days by 50%. Increases the user's burn damage by 100%. So at 4 dupes, this guy's nuts. He's nuts. While tagging out at 5 stars, the cooldown of End of Days passes 3 times faster and recovers the power gauge by 0.5 every second. He is nuts. Dupe him out, he is just a monster. But that's like a pay-to-win aspect, right? Duping him, who's actually going to get that done? And that many dupes in this game, you're not getting that done. Free-to-play wise, you're not. So there is that. But again, if you're looking for like the best characters, I would say SR wise, these two. If you're saying SSR wise, in my opinion, who are the best 3? My top 3 SSR wise is going to be Choi over here, this one over here, and this one over here. Not in that order, but close to that order, right? I'd say 1, 2, 3, in my opinion, right? But yeah, that's what this tier list cooks up. Let me know if you agree, disagree. There's this tier list here. We have see, so if we're just going on the SSR front, this is not bad, right? What I would swap in is, again, I'd move her down. I do see her getting valued a lot on a lot of tier lists, but I'd move up these two, correct? And then I'd move this in front of these two. And then I would agree, in a way, right? But on the SR aspect, absolutely missing a few things here. These two are definitely not this low, 100%. So move these up and then swap this down. And then, yeah, I kind of agree with this one in a way. Just have to move the SRs a little bit and then fix the SSRs. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, on in to a degree, right? There are some good SRs that I've seen people talk about. Like, for example, this guy over here. I've seen a lot of people actually bring him up and talk about him being pretty good. This one over here also being pretty good. It just depends on the account. And again, I haven't gotten to test these two, so I won't know the best thing over there with them, right? But yeah, on the SR department, I can tell you for a fact that these 3 are really good. These 3 over here. So there's that. Over here on this other tier list here, we got SS Broken being these characters. Choi's up here. Again, Bora's not up here. Damn, Bora's down here at A tier. Ooh. In this tier list, they're saying this is better than this, correct? They're putting this above Bora. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the least that I agree with. I do not agree with this. Is the best character in the game. No way. No way. Over here, also rating very low on these two. Not a fan of this one. Let's see this one over here. So this is just not even like the other. So this is a different format of tier list. I found this one originally when I was making the video. But for this one, damn, nobody rates King high. Why is that? Nobody rates him high. He literally can catch a break on any of these tier lists. At least he got A. Like this tier list gave him A tier. This gave him B tier. This gave him C tier, dude. And S tier, I don't agree with. She's good. She really is good, right? But I don't know if she's the best of them all. Right? I'd say more so if I swap up a few things here, I agree with this tier list the most. Well, actually this one too. Just swap this and this. Right? Well, yeah. And then I kind of agree. So, hey, let me know what you think. Again, I wanted to like sort of make my own tier list, and that's what I'm cooking up soon. I was going through a lot of testing and everything. For the most part, if you want like a quick answer, who are the best SRs in my opinion? I already gave it to you. In my opinion, it has to be Kang is up there. She's up there, and she's up there. Those are like my 3 best SRs. My best SSRs, in my opinion, my top 3. And again, this might be, again, biased or whatever. I pulled them early. I tested them right away, and I said, damn, I love these characters. It's, again, Border over here. It's, again, her, how do you say her name? I don't know how to say it, because every pronunciation is weird. It's like, it's not Jiwoo, right? Is it Jiwoo? I don't know how to say her name. I don't know how to say her name. And then Choi, right? So these 3 characters are my top 3. And then following that top 3, let's say like following that top 3, it's her, him, and then him, right? Or, because he's good too, though. No, I'll stick with my guns there. Correct? I do think that he's good, but this tier list is valuing him way too high. He's a good character. He really is, right? It's just, I don't know if he's like the best of the best here. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Wanted to share these community tier lists with you. Let me know if you agree with anything here. And again, if you have a character you tested and you like or you hate, let me know down below. If I missed the point here where I'm like, oh, this character's good, but he actually sucks, let me know. If I said too much on, oh, he's good, but he's not actually good. Or the other way, if he's bad and I didn't say he's good, let me know. So with that being said, that's a tier list. Wanted to show them to you just again get an idea for what community is cooking up here. Again, a lot of tier lists are really good. Shout out to each of these people who made these tier lists. Right, it's hard to make a tier list. It's not easy, correct? First off, dealing with the community sentiment of like, oh, these guys didn't cook or whatever. Give them a chance. They did good in my opinion, but yeah. That's it. Take care. Have fun. Peace out. Every testing is different. Remember that. All right.